Good afternoon. Today I will be discussing the deterioration of air quality based on conventional energy sources. Human beings have always sought to improve their well-being and comfort through the use of tools and resources at their disposal. In recent years, due to this constant search, there has been a massive increase in the consumption of natural and energy sources. So to get started, let's recall that an energy resource is a resource through which energy is extracted from different purposes, mainly commercial. It can be classified into renewable energy sources like solar, hydro, wind, biomass, or geothermal, and non-renewable like fossil fuels and nuclear energy. An example of this is the extraction of oil for the operation of machine and engines. The operation of electricity based on non-conventional energy sources, just like fossil fuels, leads to the release of pollutants that affect the environment and the health of the inhabitants in the vicinity of the production plants. These effects have been increasing due to the growing demand for electricity because of the population growth and economic activity. This deterioration in air quality is largely caused using conventional energy sources. However, it can be replaced by the use of alternative and renewable sources that would allow us to improve the quality life of people and protect the green areas of our planet. Now that you are aware of the overview, let's begin with the problems and the consequences. Fundamentally, the atmosphere contains a mixture of compounds that affect air quality and are released into the atmosphere by various emission sources. The main atmospheric pollutants are sulfur oxides, carbon monoxide, and nitrogen oxides, which are formed by the combustion of hydrocarbons. Many believe that sooner or later all the waste generated by the use of conventional energy sources will degrade or disappear. But at present, human activity has an evident footprint all over the world, causing problems that have local, national, and global repercussions. In the same way, the main environmental consequence of air pollution is acid rain. In this case, due to the production of very powerful acids, water sources and vegetation in ecosystems are gradually destroyed. And this is because the increase in the acidity of water and soil causes a change in the pH, changing the environment and consequently its inhabitants. And just as air quality affects the balance of the environment, it also has consequences on the health that can cause a deterioration of it. New data from the World Health Organization shows that 9 out of 10 people breathe air with high levels of pollutants. This is demonstrated by the latest study related to the number of deaths caused by the environmental, like outdoor and household air pollution, has reached a staggering 7 million each year. An example of these consequences are diseases related to poor air quality, such as lung disease, heart disease, asthma, cerebrovascular lesions, tract infections, cancer, and the urinary tract and bladder. Now, let's put that into a perspective. The figure in the image showed the results of a study presented by the World Health Organization, where about 7 million people die prematurely each year due to air pollution. Within these causes of death, the largest number of deaths are from ischemic heart disease with 34%, followed by 21% that corresponds to pneumonia and 20% from stroke. In a lower scale, 19% correspond to chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, and around 7% is related to lung cancer, being the lowest figure in the study. Therefore, now let's talk about what we can do in order to solve the problems presented. The first action we can take is to initiate an inclusive implementation of conventional energy sources, just like, for example, a, in our home, we can start using solar panels or processing cells in shopping malls. The use of this equipment will mean a reduction in the volume of pollutants emitted in the generation processes, and as a result of the lower electricity consumption, in addition, it will reduce the savings in the household, like electricity bills. Like in the same way, we can make proper use of energy efficiency, such as buying high efficiency appliance, planting trees in strategic locations to divert wind currents in winter and generate shadows in summer, like insulating roofs and walls. Finally, using awnings, shades, nets, or tinted windows we can use to avoid the direct sun rays. Since we are all responsible directly or indirectly for the emission of pollutants from electricity generation, we should all act to reduce these emissions and start using clean energy. An efficient use of electricity contributes to the reduction of air pollution, to the generation of economic savings in households, and can also help to reduce some of the damage caused to the health of the population. Let me briefly summarize the main points. First, the use of alternative energy sources such as solar panels will generate a change in energy bills, a decrease in pollution generated by fossil fossil fuels, and opens a possibility of a future without oil. In this way, we are contributing to a cleaner and greener future. Thank you very much.